He is the creator. He has ordained this day, and of course, nothing planned by mankind towards you will materialize if not through him. That's how I choose to welcome you on board to today's edition of the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. It's a terrific Tuesday morning, a little after 7 a.m., and we are back to serve nothing but the best of breakfast on TV. Great tune from the Beam President, right? Stone Boy, Eche, they call him. I think there is a program somewhere in August, OVO to be precise, and the guy is really preparing for that particular encounter. Yesterday, social media went agog over himself and also the dancehall king Shatawale. I mean, that came up as a result of an interview that Shatawale granted in Nigeria. But of course, I'll leave that for Asantiwa. When she comes, definitely she'll have all the latest updates on that particular story. Get to know how far that has gone. The response from Stoneboy to Shatawale will be captured in our entertainment news later this morning. But folks, you are welcome. This is the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. We are on from now to somewhere around 10 a.m. where we finally hang our cloaks and make way for other programs to come your way. Promises to be bigger and better. A lot of things for us to tackle this morning, but major on one of them is still the debate lingering on as far as the 2026 media budget review is concerned. But we pay attention to issues on jobs. Indeed, does the budget give room for employment or for job creation? We are aware when you go to the Ghana Education Service or Ministry of Education, they are already in some recruitment processes. We know about the security agencies and then a few others. But to a large extent, those who do not fall within any of this bracket, what happens? Remember the latest update or the latest data we have gathered has it that the unemployment rate is hovering around 13%. What must we do to ensure that the youth get something meaningful to do beyond what the government is also doing? How does the budget support the private sector as far as job creation is concerned? So brace up for the conversation this morning. I encourage you to join all our social media platforms. Feel free to drop your messages under any of the broadcasts and I'll read them out loud and clear. Our phone lines will be activated later as well. By the meantime, send us a text via 055 2697939. My name is Randy Ahaji, and for us to start off this morning, we take a look at the motivation for the morning. So if you can just put out a quick motivation for us to look at how we need to surge throughout the day and how we need to continue hustling no matter the situation. People can duplicate what you do, but they can't replicate who you are. Stay authentic. And I'll take it again. People can duplicate what you do, but they can't replicate who you are. Stay authentic. That is the motivation for the morning. It's simply, very self-explanatory. People, no matter what, they will try as much as possible to do exactly what you have been known for. They will try so hard to try and repeat or replicate exactly what you have done. But that is actually duplication. That is fake. You own the original, so you need to stay original. You need to stay authentic to what you are born to do. You need to stay authentic to what you know to do. Every morning when you wake up, if it is your responsibility to go out and hustle, do a proper hustle, because that's the authentic. That is how true you can be. That is the originality of it. Think about it, ponder over it. Let it help you through the day as well. But let's look at our weather this morning. It's quite cold out there. The weather is, it's drizzling in some parts of the country. Temperature currently hovering around 26 degrees Celsius, and it's expected to rise a little bit later in the day to 27-28 degrees Celsius. But we always advise you that if it's getting so hot, please drink a lot of water and stay hydrated out there. If you realize it's about to rain, just find a good place and hide yourself, or go out there with an umbrella or a raincoat and stay protected out there. Now, in trying to do that, let me use the opportunity to also advise our drivers one more time. Please, we beg you, be very careful on the roads. Be extra careful. Take all the precautionary measures whilst you are driving. Think about the defensive driving we always talk about. You might be right, but think about yourself first. Protect yourself. right? Defensive driving is the way out. And please stop arguing unnecessarily. Drivers who are always on their mobile phones, we beg you people, it distracts you, right? You lose focus. So please, the rules are there. Let's adhere to the safety rules on our roads so we can stay alive, we can arrive alive. Please, there is no rush in trying to get to wherever you are going. If you walk like the snail, no matter what, you get your destination. If you run fast like the cheetah, you still get your destination. But it comes with risk, it comes with its own challenges. So take it easy. I always say you can't be too much in a haste or in a hurry to go and die. Where are you going to? Why are you rushing to? To go and do what? To go and die? So take it easy. Passengers, if you're on board this morning and listening to me, take it easy on the driver. Don't tell him rush. Chale me pentemu. O pentema sorry in teme. O pentem. If you have to leave, get to somewhere around 8 a.m. Leave home early. Leave home at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Like how we do it. Right? So please, drivers, we beg you, we don't want to record any unnecessary accidents on our road again towards the end of the year. But there is another critical thing on our table for us to discuss, and this is where we welcome our viewers to join the conversation. The president has reiterated his call for the passage of the the Code of Conduct Bill for the appointees. He reiterated that call, and of course we'll delve into that. Does that really go a long way to check and control appointees under the government? To what extent will this materialize, and what we need to know as far as this bill is concerned? It's right on the table for us to deal with as well. Then, if you have also been monitoring, especially social media over the weekend, we saw the anti-flood task force, the brigadier and his team. Charlie, see, soldier man, I salute you this morning. And when they went to the Tessa Dam thereabout, what they did was to call the residents in that area. I'm sure we'll bring that video. And they spoke to them. The brigadier explained into details the reasons why they were there to do the demolition. He spoke to their conscience. And I believe the residents really understood what exactly the whole exercise was about. And they took that exercise effortlessly. Nobody was hurt. Nobody was damaged. Nothing like a cry here and there. They understood it, right? And I think that's how we have to go about it. Don't go and do he, and I got permit from this. And we have all realized that the thing has destroyed a lot, right? So please, it's a conversation we'll be having as well. I know the task force will still be on the grounds throughout as well, clearing some areas. I got an area around Salem. Maybe I'll push the video to Brigadier, so Brigadier go and take a look at that as well. The people decided to. It's more like a diversion. So there is this fence that they have built. It looks as if the fence wall that was built in Mochi when the heavens were breaking away from Togbia Gokoli. Very thick wall. So the water hits it and diverts to a different area. I'm not sure they really know that side, but I'll give this tip off to Brigadier. So Brigadier goes and take a look at it. I think it's the back of a church. Something charismatic. I'll take a video of it today. When I go back, I'll take a video of it and put out to Brigadier. But that is it. The task force is really working, and it's the way to go. Please, as citizens also, please, let's be very responsible. Let's stop throwing rubbish in the drains. It will go a long way to get choked. And when the rains come again, we'll be wailing, we'll be crying, we'll be shouting, Abain Beboy, right? So please, let's stay safe out there as well. Good morning. Let's take a break. When we return, I'll introduce my co-chefs, and then we can start the conversation. This is the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Stay with me, there is more after the break.
Big game today as Ghana faces England. And the whole nation is ready. Shot on target. Oh, what a save! Benjamin Asari flying for Ghana.
What is it? Politics is always same.
Every day, in the moments we love, we rely on clean and safe water that flows from Polytank.
It's not about the 90 minutes, it's what you put into the 90 minutes. It's not just about the win, it's about the will to win. It's not just about the jollof, it's about what's inside. This advert is FDA approved. It's not just about the game, it's what you put into it.
Now there's more Kivo inside. More to enjoy, more to share. Fortified with iron, zinc, and vitamin A.
More Kivo inside, more joy for you. More Kivo inside.
No matter who you are or where you are, Kivo has got you. Kivo Gary Soaking Mix, a taste of Ghana.
Kivo you.
This advert is FDA approved.
30 years ago, MTN arrived in Ghana and everything changed. It's time to celebrate you big time. The MTN at 30 promo is here. Win one of 9 Toyota Land Cruiser Prados. Your share of over 10 million Ghana cedis in rewards. Let's be your connection plug in your everyday hustle. Make video calls, browse the internet for business with family and friends. Make that money move and stay ahead. Because every move counts. Dial *530# or visit my MTN app for more.
So results be akufia Faba. Hey, Milia. Where are you?
Daddy!
Yeah? How did it go?
Social studies, excellent. English, excellent. Science, excellent. Mathematics, excellent.
Every subject, excellent. What are man? Me. Choose Excellence Series from Fresh to SHS. They are GES approved and they are trusted for over 15 years. You can find Excellence Series across the whole country. Excellence Series. Excellent results are assured. Who will chat excellence?
So, if you remember, after the floods, the president gave a directive that we should take some measures to mitigate future floods. So, as a result, we did some reconnaissance and identified areas where people had built in waterways. And this is one such area. This is the Tessa Dam area. So, we are demolishing structures in this dam area to open up the place for some dredging works to be carried out. And then from here we'll move to other places where such an action needs to be taken.
Okay. So how was the encroachment contributing to flooding in this area and then a little bit down? Which areas were affected as a result of the encroachment within this area?
Okay, so the problem is that because people have filled this place, the channel is narrowed. So the water is not able to get enough space to maneuver to. Well, there's a holding area downstream where water is supposed to be collected, but because they filled that whole place, the place is not able to take up water. So once the place is blocked, the water pushes upwards and the place gets flooded.
Okay. So after this demolition, what's going to be next?
We are going to collect the debris. We are going to dredge and make sure that we create a buffer where people can no longer build. But we are going to ask the assemblies to be watching out so that when anyone tries to encroach upon it, action is taken immediately.
Okay. We are told you've been to other areas as well, WoezorTV and then
WoezorTV, Abokobi, Amrahia, Damfa, Dansuman area, Malam, where we have a huge refuse dump. Those are areas that we are looking at in our next move.
Okay. But which areas did you visit yesterday? I'm told you've been to other areas to carry out similar exercises.
So yesterday we went to Mayfair in the Liverpool area. Then came to this place. We went to Oyarifa. Those are the places we tackled yesterday.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Thank you too.
So we have a dam right here. That's the Pesa Dam, and we need to have even a buffer beside the dam. But now what our people are doing is, even the dam site, they are trying to fill the side of it to reduce the size of the dam, and which is part of the reason why when it rains, our place gets flooded, because the water doesn't get a clear route to pass. So now what we're doing is, when we clear this side, but this side where we are standing now is supposed to be part of the dam, and it's being filled by people and being sold out as land to people to come and build. So now with this demolition, then now we will dredge the whole place to open up the dam well, so that when it rains, the water will get a place to settle, and that will help resolve these floods that we have within this East Legon enclave.
We understand this will be replicated in other areas as well.
Yes, we're from here. Yesterday we started from opposite around Chado.
Yeah.
So we did some few demolitions there. We went to behind Adenta to also do some demolitions there. And then some few places too within East Legon too. Yesterday we did some demolitions.
Okay.
And we will be moving to other areas.
How hopeful are you that this demolition and dredging exercises?
All right, so welcome back. Remember, this is still the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe, and as I intimated, we are ready to serve you the best of breakfast. Gone by, you saw the video of the brigadier. Charlie, I don't know why I feel like joining the military. I know. Charlie, good morning. Clara is confusing me this morning. How are you people?
We are good, yourself?
I'm okay. Part of my childhood dreams was to become a military man.
What happened?
Oh, it passed guy.
How?
It didn't happen.
How didn't it happen?
They didn't pick me. Say, how didn't it happen?
You didn't have any warfare there.
Oh, we did our best.
Oh.
Yeah, we did our best. Oh, we did our best.
Sorry.
But it didn't happen. It's all good. The training, I may not be able to survive it.
How?
Hey, Charlie, that's my training.
But people go and come. Why do you
it
think
is them,
go and come?
It is them.
You won't die.
Oh yeah, Yakubu.
Manage.
You
won't die.
You won't die. Die there, you will not die. Anyway, but how are you doing?
I'm good.
You're looking good. If your wine, they say I describe people too much, so I have to stop.
Why?
Say I describe this guy's style as too big.
Oh.
You just want to repeat it.
Oh, but was it big?
It's normal. It's called sizable.
It's an adjective, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just described like it's big.
He didn't mean harm.
No. I mean it's not harm. That's how it is.
Yeah.
Is it big? What I
it's
mean,
not
big. Big.
It's not big.
What size be that?
Normal size 12.
Size 12.
Well, how are you doing, girlfriend?
I'm good.
I like your colors though. Green, yellow, red.
You know now girlfriend sells
blue.
fabrics.
The guy does everything. Oh. The guy is a jack of all trades.
Master of what?
Oh.
Hey.
Master of commerce.
The guy does everything. He sells medicine. He does momo. Yeah, he has a drugstore. He sells medicine. He sells pure water. he does momo. He plays football.
Yeah.
He works at WoezorTV. Do you drive too?
You said.
Do you drive trotro?
Maybe during the weekends you can get some sprinter and do.
Oh yeah, it's part of my plans anyway. That's what I'm asking. Yeah, it's part of my plans. That maybe weekends I'll run around town.
I rather want to veer into the collection of refuse.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like those people, they are taking lots of money.
Can you joke?
They are amassing wealth.
One came to my house on
need
Saturday.
investment. So if
in what? In that?
To get the trash.
Oh yeah. Not only that, and even collection of this rubber plastics and all that.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you can start. I mean, this guy came to my house on Saturday. Then be like, they look for change. Wait, J money for him pocket.
I swear.
Yehovah.
Yes.
Yehovah. Saturday early morning. Yeah. I'm not sure it was the process from yesterday, the previous day. It was like that morning, around 9 a.m. thereabouts.
If the machine is not his, he had already done the
exactly the sales
already.
So let's assume the Aboboya is not for him. He has to make sales to the owner. He's done. The money now 100 notes, 200, 50. I didn't see 20 or 10. Even if they were in, they be small. Notes, Ankasam, like I know. And you know how they fold the money. So if you J, you will not say, hey, this will rich. So there's money in there.
I know. Where was it? I think a few weeks ago, somebody like that came into our neighborhood. I was going somewhere early Saturday morning, and somebody made a demeaning statement to them. I was like, I think he's Nigerian. His accent sounded so much like a Nigerian. It's like, you know, the money where they get from the way they talk to me, the way they talk to.
Yeah.
I just looked at it and just passed. But I see, there's money in the debt. That's something we all. I don't know how to say it, but we overlook it. There's so much money in the debt.
It is the orientation we have.
So much money.
That if you don't wear what Naya is wearing, then you are nowhere close to people. Like you are nobody.
So
I saw a woman even on over the weekend in one of the news items, where is that Lavender Hill or one of the big dumping sites. She said her properties were burnt. So packs of plastics, big, so they've picked them from the boiler and she has packaged them. She would send it to the recycling plants for it. So she says that's her property, like she paid for it. And I think the assembly also, I've forgotten the exact assembly that happened, but the MC or so came and then they just lit the whole thing up. Like the entire boiler, they were trying to just clear that space. So there's money in it.
Oh yes, there's money in it, and it fits into the job creation.
Of course, but how many of us would want to do that? And that's why I said that is the orientation. But this is the same group of people, the black skin guy who leaves Ghana, who is doing an accounting job in Ghana, decides to leave Ghana, jackpot to America, and goes and do the same job. So what kind of what is it? Is what kind of orientation do we again need? Like you mentioned, why do you even look down on somebody who collects your rubbish? If the rubbish is left in your house, can you stay? So should you not applaud the guy who comes to pick it up for you? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you even as a parent, if you ask your child, what do you want to do if you visit? I will be refuse collector. I mean, what's garbage collector, like how?
How?
Like how? I mean, how?
Yeah, like how?
See, for that thing of rubbish collection, when we're in high school, basic school, we had this mate of ours whose father, that was the job.
And
so he had a company, right? It was one of their surnames that he used. So Asadu Royal Waste Management. And see, the man comes to the school when they're dressing and we didn't used to respect like the kids, but the day their father walked in and like this girl, the girl's father, I'm like, whoa.
And they have money.
So refuse collection, weeding, these were punishments in school. So we see them as
demeaning.
Exactly. So why should I come out to school to be collecting them or be doing them? That's why farming, most of us don't want to go into farming, but we saw it as punishment. And sometimes in school, our teachers will tell you, see what your fathers are going through.
Your father is a farmer.
Your father is a farmer.
Yeah.
In the
He's
sun,
a carpenter.
and he has brought you to school to study.
Yeah.
So you can't go back to farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know the conversation is about job creation.
We'll delve into that as well, though. But as Godfred mentioned, I mean, it's still the orientation from. Yeah. And I think that's why government is trying so hard to introduce a proper TVET system. We've had it over the years, but coordinating and regulating it properly will be a way out. But that's our main conversation later as far as job creation is concerned. But let's go back to the issue of the task force as well. Godfred, I'll start with you. I mean, I think people are cooperating. We've not seen the and I've killed 32 cows. Every day I'll talk about the 32 cows. Let me pick your initial reactions to that.
Yeah, I think the approach is what is the result you are seeing. We are not using that the forceful approach, that the eviction and the demolishing giddy. They come, they talk to you, and per what happened on June 29, it has awakening some sort of patriotism. Everybody wants to get involved. We now understand what it takes to clean your environment, to make ways for the water and all that. So people are getting used to it. We are getting to understand that no, if you don't take that step, if you don't allow the authorities to work, if you don't allow the laws to work, we are putting ourselves into danger. So that has contributed to that, because we are not coming from a situation that we all agree as a nation that we need to move beyond what we experienced from June 29 into July. And so that is what is happening. If it had been another day, if we had not recorded that flood, and you come to tell us that we are preparing ourselves against flood, people might not understand. Because there's sort of no example to talk about. Nothing has happened. I mean, what has happened? You just want to. And Randy, unfortunately, yesterday I went to buy bread, and I met some 2-3 men. They were talking and shouting. They were complaining about this demolition.
Why? I think they are against it.
Yes,
they don't want it to be done. What's their reason?
I think one of them had lost his property to the demolition. He was angry, and the two were supporting
him.
Yes,
they are friends.
They were not giving, or he was not giving enough time to
move out.
I didn't want to come into the conversation.
They'll beat you. Hey, mind your business.
So like the talk will be there. Those that are really affected will complain. But the fact is, we need to get to that level. We need to move over the talk. You can't resist it. Look at those leading it, because the Mahama was strategic. Say AMA or other.
So somebody argued that if we had left it for just a civilian task force, or in the hands of the AMA
or even the politician, that we know that 4 years
that might be buga buga. That would have been buga buga.
Yes, but now you know the military is leading. You are not going to vote for that military man, the brigadier. He is not standing any political. So what will you do against him? There's nothing. He has nothing to lose. So he comes, and I love the approach. Like I said, we saw in one video he was talking to the people for them to understand. To the extent that they will even get involved, help them in a certain point, because it's their lives. Randy, like I said, there's an example. What's happened on June
29th and June 30? No, the 2015, the 2016. Was it June 3? June 3.
The 2015.
Yeah, 2015. June 3. Yes, it's still fresh in our minds, right?
And even
just it down so I'm saying that. I mean, if for nothing at all, that one also should be a typical example.
Yes, you see, that one
was a twin disaster.
That one happened in
just an
specific area circle. So if you come to Kaso and tell me, you are using that example, I won't even, I mean,
but this was like
like the whole kind of thing. You understand? So we are all affected. My area, your area, everywhere. And so if the authorities are identifying that what happened here was as a result of you blocking water somewhere, and we've come out here, I will support that.
Now,
so it's not a nationalistic move.
Godfrey, I'll come back to you, but now, and I feel, and this is my layman's thoughts, beyond the demolition, what are we doing to the people who have built in those areas?
The
people who claim they have permit. For instance, what Godfred is saying, it will shock you to know that you go and ask people, they can show you permits signed by people from the assemblies, right? Whether fake or original, that we can't ascertain. But beyond the demolition, who is punished for issuing this permit? Is it just about demolition? After 3 years, we come back to the same place and people have erected buildings?
I think it's something they need to look at if they haven't looked at. And again, you see some of the videos going around on social media, and you find people actually telling you, just like you're saying, that they have permits.
Yeah.
They've gone to the assemblies to get permits. And we always say something here, that when you get into the assemblies, and Randy is funny, if you want a permit, you need to know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who can help you. I saw that thing live in Ghana West when we're in Afwama. So one of my dad's friend was building a school around Obeyi, and he wants a permit. He wants to build a school as his retirement fallback plan, and so he needs a permit. He went to the assembly and they kept tossing him up and down. So he had to come to my dad and ask my dad, oh, does he know anyone there? So my dad said, oh, when you go ask for this man, tell him
protocol.
I said, it's like I from AMA, because my dad used to work at AMA. So you see that they worked at AMA before he moved there. My dad moved into another space to continue his career. And so imagine the man didn't know anybody there. He will go, he'll be tossed up and down, and then he will just go. And mind you, the way we have good people doing these things, they have Goro boys to do it. We have Goro boys to doing them. And so if he comes and tells you, maybe they are sitting at the entrance of the assembly. Oh, boss, now per day, oh, me pepper me to no matter thing, oh, boss, what you are about? Maybe at the assembly they are giving it to you, maybe say 5,000 Ghana. So, mommy, 500 mayama. Who doesn't want a cheap thing, right? So whether it is fake, whether it is original, you don't know. What you want is you need a permit, and they are giving it to you. But you see, again, going for the permits to, my dad was telling me one time that you need a number of documentations to send. I think your site plan and then your building plan, you have to get like 7 different ones, blueprint, green print, and all. If you go today, maybe they won't tell you bring all of this. Maybe you need 10 different ones. They won't tell you bring all of this. You go, and you see those in the government. I don't know if you've gone there, like the typical government offices. It's on his phone. And in a way, if you meet the ladies, it's annoying. They are chewing gum. Now where then they will start screaming at you as if you're a child. Somebody wouldn't want to go through that stress and hassle. So, oh, you come, they push you 500 cedis. Oh, boss, thank you. And then whether the building is on the waterway, whether it's in the middle of a road, nothing, they won't check anything. Then they just give you permits and go. And so in the long run, when the repercussions, the ripple effect of some of these things start coming, hitting us, the person will come and tell you, I have a permit. And there's very little we can do about it. And so we need to start from the assemblies. We need to start from the assemblies. Who is in charge? Which departments is in charge of this? How many people work under that place? Are they resourced, or they will still need people who come there for permits to pay for their fuel before they get onto the site to ascertain whether this place can be a good place to build or not? We need to look at all this. And then the task force too, I think they should liaise with the local government ministry or something. Let's find ways and means to clamp down on these people. The people who said they have permit, let's see. The signature, definitely you can trace it to a human being. That person should come and account for it. Did you take bribe before you gave the permit? Or you actually went onto the grounds to see where the building was going to be erected and you checked it that it can be built? Or you went to do stop work and produce permits and you went and they gave you money and you went to sleep? And you know, sometimes in some of these new sites too, they'll come and write stop work and produce permits in the afternoon. They will build in the evening. They come in the evening with lights, and then so by the time we come in the morning, there's a new floor. They've done flooring, and then a new floor has been erected. Then they are on the go. So you will never come there in the morning or in the afternoon to meet anybody there. Okay, what are we doing to check up on all those things?
And you see, very, very salient points you have raised. Now, there's one thing I know about us. If we don't get punished severely, we'll continue to do the same things over and over again. Now, who's going to punish you? So the laws are clear. You need permits to build on whatever land that you have acquired.
Even kiosk, Randy, even
you
kiosk.
Get it. You need permits. Okay, so here is the case. You have flouted that particular rule. The rule is, the law is the law. Why did they jail into me? Did they not argue that he wasn't directly involved in the thing? but he leased out the land to somebody, blah 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 blah, all these issues. So if we are punishing him for that, why can't we punish the people who, quote and unquote, give this permits to the people who build on water?
How about who sell the land?
Exactly. The people who even sell the lands. You know that this land is a no-go area, but you sold it. So when they go and when they go and arrest that Onupa who did that, tomorrow the Onupa's nephew or niece who knows that this was done to my father or my uncle will not do it again.
Very true.
But when we decide to shake it under the carpet and say, we are church members, we belong to the same market group, we belong to the same political party, and I have killed 32 cows, and I have donated, as for the 32 cows, I always say is that I have printed t-shirts for them. It will continue because if power changes hands, even if it is the same NDC that comes back in 2029, and there are new faces, this same issue will happen. If we fail to punish the people who has given the permit. I'm saying that as part of the KPIs for the MCs, give them one. If there is an authorized building in your assembly, you the MC, you pay for it. It's either you are sacked or something must be done. Then you know why I'm saying this? The MC will have an oversight responsibility to ensure that his men are always on the grounds inspecting some of these jobs. Else we will stay there after 1 month, 2 months. That Tessa Dam, because I used that site this morning, it's so clear. But now we are here. By December, you go see kiosk. By December, you go see kiosk. Which assembly does that fall under? Is it Ayawasu? No, I don't. Is it Ayawasu?
The Tessa around is
yes.
So it may either be Lankwantana
or Ayawasu. Very well. By now, they should take a keen interest in it. That as part of the KPIs to the MCE, nobody has to put any kiosk. I'm sorry for us, the kiosk people. I'm sorry, but the right things must be done.
Very true.
We can't endanger our lives because we need somewhere to sleep. Most of these people are rightly under high tensions. Where the kiosk estates are, watch carefully. They are always under the high tension cables. Imagine one of those cables
spark. It's a disaster.
And we are sitting on time bomb and nobody's talking about. We do it. We are afraid of the next election.
Very true.
I mean, Charlie,
that's why they go and bring their people to vote for them. If they go and sack them from their place of abode right now. But again, Randy, I want to touch on the bit where you spoke about the people who sell the land. Let me not going back a bit. Something I witnessed myself. So about my late godmother, the Queen Mother of Kabina. I went to her one time and a woman had come. She wanted to buy a certain land and they needed her approval to sign some documents. She told them she's not going to do it because that place, she knows when it rains, the water comes there. So she's not going to do it. Trust that woman. She won't. I told the woman she's not, unless she wants to force her hand, she's come to cut her hand to make her hand, to hold her hand to sign it. She's not going to do it. And so if she should leave, she should leave. Because she can't sit and then sell that land. And I just sat down that day. I had gone to eat jollof. I wanted them to hurry up so I can find my food and eat it. But it just got me thinking that how many traditional rulers can be like that. Because around if you've seen them and how they are eager to sell land, it's crazy. I was telling you, after the floods, I was telling you about a place on the Ablekuma Mahia Road. That when I was growing up in a farmer, that place I knew to be a river. Randy, the last time I was there in December, people have made pillars in there. And they're waiting for dry season to erect buildings. But when we're growing up, see, it will rain and then it will fill. All those places where they have built the pillars now, Charlie. I'm like, so we are waiting for the next biggest rain again. And then these places too will be flooded and they will crowd foul and mention
the rain there, it will come.
But you see, it is the very chiefs. They've sold the land. I remember sometime in a farmer, some of these guys came to my dad like, oh, look, this place and this place, if we block the road here and we put a pillar here, this one is like almost one plot, we can sell it for you. My dad looked at it carefully because my dad, I'm very close to my dad. He showed me the side plan of a farmer. Randy, so nice. So busy, I was telling you, there should be a market here, there should be this here, there should be that here. Randy Haji, if you go to a farmer now, it is only the station and then the school park that has survived. Ask me where the land for the market is. Gone.
And you see, even if you watch the demarcations that they brought out after the 29th disaster, you realize that people trespassed to the red demarcation and all of that. It didn't happen overnight.
No lie.
But Randy, how many people will know that this is a no-go area?
Oh, come on, common sense.
No, wait.
Sorry.
Go for
Wait.
it. Really?
Wait. With your jet naked eye.
Really?
I'm coming. With your naked eye. I'm coming. Would you be able to tell us this is a demarcated area for no-go area?
You know that when you are going to buy land, you have to do your due diligence.
When he was going to buy his iPhone,
so
did he just get up and go to Circle or wherever, say I want iPhone 13?
Randy.
Debbie, you will read. At least you at your level, you read.
Very good.
That can't even be a justification.
Mr. Aji, I'm coming. People buying, people selling. What is the gap? What is the difference?
How?
Me coming to buy, you selling to me. You know, but not everybody knows it. That's why when people
you do thorough check.
But who with somebody? Don't buy land, go alone.
But how are you going to buy land?
Why are we behaving like we live in a country that everybody is on?
No, that's not what we are saying. But the point we are building is as for this particular one, because in a country where, especially in Accra, where you know that lands can be sold to 4, 5
different people at the same time.
You know, before you hold on. You know. But before you, but who doesn't know that if I want to buy something, I want to buy a goods from say Circle, right? I want to buy an iPhone. I want to buy a phone. At least first of all, I need to know the specs of the phone. I wouldn't just go to the market and say because I've seen an iPhone or a Samsung phone, I am buying it. I need to get the specs. I need to even know the specs before I get into the market. I get the point you are making that not everybody will know, but there are signs for you to see when you are buying a marshy area. Once you get to the once you get to the area, but we keep saying this over and over again, even the cracks on the ground will let you know that this area is a marshy area. There are some particular grasses, green grasses you see. Then they like
the mat one.
Yes, the mat ones. Then they like mat grass. Once you see those things, you realize, you know that no, this land has a problem.
No, see, the moment you see cracks,
the signs are there.
So you see,
yes, the signs are there. Who will tell me this?
You see what I'm saying? You said that after the floods, there were images that came out with red markings showing that this is demarcated no-go area. Some are water retentions sites. I mean, intentionally reserved by the states that don't go there. If you go, the government has the right to demolish your property. There are others that are naturally wetland that do not even fall in that demarcation. You will have to use your instinct to determine that no, this is a wetland. When I build and it floods, I will be affected personally. It might not even extend to other communities. I will be the one that will bear the consequences. That one is different.
So what's the point?
So the point is that how many of us know that this is a
wetland,
not just area. A wetland,
no-go area, as you saying. And I'm telling you that.
What shows that this area? Because someone
before I go and buy land, it's not land we are talking about.
Yes, it's a land we are talking about. Like I'm saying, where the country itself has reserved that this is a water retention dam. Nobody should buy this land or site, but the chief will sell to you. Imagine you are a foreigner, or let's say someone who do not reside in Accra. You come to Accra.
So your point is that not everybody will know. Is that what you're saying?
When I get to that site, what shows that this place?
But that's what I'm telling you. That
not
when
just
you go to
not just the place being a wetland.
Godfrey.
When you
go to buy land anywhere in this country, not just Accra, anywhere in this country, I don't know about outside Ghana, but anywhere in this country, there are things you look out for.
Randy,
if you are going to buy, it's just like going to the market to buy anything at all.
I get it.
You look at things before you buy the best.
But what I'm saying is that you can't just look at it and say that this is where government says nobody should come.
No, I am not saying government. Forget government for now. I'm telling you that when you go to buy land, Clenam is the landowner. and I'm buying land from Clenham. Clenham takes me to the land site, say Ogbojo. The moment we get to Ogbojo, I'm not giving the money to Clenham. I am inspecting the land first before I even make my payment. Is that not what is done?
So you are not getting.
Do you just make payment?
You also not get what I'm saying. You said
then maybe what you're saying doesn't really. I don't know, but say the thing again.
After the flood, what do you say? There were images that came out
with the red demarcation.
What is the reading of? That came from what?
The government.
Exactly. So what I'm saying that those images that came out,
I don't need to see those images before I know where to buy my land. No. How will government be putting out those images?
You need to see that image. But Mr. Haji, if those images had not been out with that red, and usually it's a map. Every map has a key, and that key for you to read that geographical map was the red indication. So when you get to the field, will you see that red?
Godfrey. No,
you wouldn't see.
It is not something that is drawn on the ground for us to see.
Very good. So what I'm saying is,
don't go here, don't go here.
I'm saying
let's even use the Tessa Dam area.
Very good.
Let's use the Tessa Dam area.
Yes.
Let's say I want to buy land, and that takes me to Tessa, the East Legon area. But when I see the land over there, my conscience or my brain should tell me that this place is waterlogged. Yes, but I don't need to see it on a map with the red demarcations as you are saying. No, as for the red demarcation, it was shown to us because they wanted us to have an aerial view of the places, of the sites. So I'm saying that even as a layman, if I want to buy land and you take me to say Weja or the Oyarifa or the places they are talking about, once I get there and you, the landowner, you're telling me that, oh, from here to that place, there are things I'll look out for before I even make the purchase.
But sometimes, you know how they get some of these people? They go in the dry season.
Yes.
So, but in the dry season, maybe the way you go and get some great that bits come and to the land. So, you even see the cracks in the land.
Yeah, when you say this one,
the weed.
Oh, let's tell
Talk less of the weed. So, you won't be lured into buying. But then again, I'll say that if you're going to buy land, open your eyes. Open it again. Go to the eye clinic. Get eye drops on your eyes. Because if it's a landlocked area, a waterlogged area, and you are going to buy the land, say they take you there in the dry season. In that area, there are no buildings.
Yes, exactly.
You didn't see the walls.
Exactly. There are things you look out for.
You didn't see the walls.
You look out for all those things. But you haven't been told that this place you can feel.
But why do you have to tell me to feel?
Listen. Oh, you listen to me. So you know that this is a no-go area. Someone is selling it to you. Haven't you ever seen a place that has been written prohibited on?
So why do you buy again?
No, I'm coming. When I go here, when I come to this site, when I come to this site, why don't you?
Seriously,
I'm coming.
You are dragging this.
No, I'm not dragging it.
Because what you're saying,
I mean, makes sense to us because we have not.
It's a conversation that will help all of us.
Okay.
If people are eating into site that is prohibited, why don't we take another effort? Because others are selling to them, right?
Which is?
Why don't we show it on the site that Yambaha?
How do you show?
You do not to just see it or see the land.
Who should show?
But who is going after them?
Godfrey. These lands are individual lands. These spaces belong to some families.
No.
These spaces.
No.
Hold on.
They don't belong to some families.
These spaces.
No.
You
the Oyarifa land. Who sold them to who?
You see.
The lands at Oyarifa, the land around the Tessa Dam, the land in Ogbojo, Stevens area towards the name Lakeside. But whose lands are they?
But why
what
do
are
you
you talking about?
Reserved.
But they are reserved because they are people in the
Who reserved them?
Oh my God!
Hey, Godfrey Amwafu.
Let's move on.
No, it's not about moving.
No.
I am saying that we can do more to it.
Like
without just asking people to use their eyes to say, okay.
But if you don't use your eye, what will you use?
I'm coming. Just people saying that, oh, this is a West, I need not to buy.
Okay.
Let's use. We can just put it there. Oh yes. When you go to sites,
what?
You go to
what? Put what?
When you go to
put what? Where?
When you go to sites,
put what?
Where there's construction, you can see an inscription. This site is for the government. It is being used for this. So you can just put it there. This site is for government. Nobody is supposed to sell it or buy it. And this and this and that. It is there. So that if you go and somebody is even trying to.
Do you know the places these things are happening? So you want me to say you are telling me that Alajo, where the flood happened, where people have already built,
yeah,
what should be done with that area? So when I go to buy land in that area, you want me to see an inscription written there?
Let's take another step to protect the land.
I'm saying that
it prevents people from getting to it.
Exactly the point. Yes, but the solution you are professing, it doesn't add up. Sorry. That because of it's still the red markings that you're talking about that you want me to see as a buyer when I go to buy land.
Something must be there. That's what I mean. Something beyond the place, just because when you go there, dry season,
so you go to the
you wouldn't see the water there.
No. So you go to the assembly.
So let's take another step. Let's go another mile in protecting or even preventing people getting access to that place.
So now give us some pragmatic solutions you think we can use to protect those places.
Oh, we can even fence it.
Jesus Christ.
Taxpayers' money.
You are still using taxpayers' money to reclaim those land.
Who is fencing?
Are you not doing it?
But who is fencing?
But who is protecting that land?
I am telling you that these lands, some of them are individual lands. It's my land and I'm selling. I am saying that I won't fence it. Why? Let's say Wezor premises. This area, this Abeleng, Wezor premises belongs to me. Why? Am I under any obligation to fence it? No.
So, but you are not any under obligation to sell it. Not to sell it.
Say school. It is my land.
Is it by force?
I decide to sell. I decide to
do whatever
lease or whatever. But I know, me the seller, I know that this land is a waterlogged area.
Yeah.
But you are buying. Because of greed and selfishness, I can sell to you anyhow, any day, and I'm going with the money.
Yeah.
It is you, the buyer, your responsibility to check and double check and be sure that where you are buying, it is okay.
Yeah.
It is approved. It is allowed to build over there or to use that land. Why? If you don't go and check those things, you buy it and government comes to demolish it. And that is why we find ourselves in these situations. People fail to do proper checks. Because like you're saying, the red demarcations you are talking about, I'm sure when you go to every assembly, the spots are already there for you to look at.
Yeah.
Because they will present to you the site, the area, so the demarcation of this area. Then you look at it. But how many people will even do that? The first thing you look out for when you are buying a land is to see whether that place is even good enough for whatever project you want to do. So you want to throw your 100,000 away without checking the area.
100,000. Checking the area is one thing. How sure are you that they've not sold it to 5 other people that they are going to?
So if you don't do these checks, how do you know?
Courts.
Well, maybe landowners, please, let's design billboards.
My friend, I'm Waffle's property. Keep off.
No. I mean, you see,
go area.
You are not getting it.
No, I mean, how can the two of us not get what you're saying?
I'm not talking about individual lands. We have state lands. We are saying that even with the images that came out, that this place were reserved by the state to be a water retention site, like small mini dams.
What's the name of the area? Ramsar sites.
Apart from Ramsar sites.
Oh, you don't want to talk about Ramsar sites?
Even with,
because that's for the Ramsar sites, I know that
even with Ramsar sites,
those ones, you go to the site, they are written boldly there.
Even
they are there.
Even with the Ramsar sites, even with the Ramsar sites, apart from demolishing it, my problem is now from now onwards, why don't we take that step to protect the land?
So I'm asking how,
so that people will not even get that access to it, to buy it at all.
How do they protect it?
Oh, there's so many ways.
People have owed it to their nephews.
No, but how? I mean, how do you want them to protect it?
You see, people have done what?
Willed it.
But it's not theirs.
No,
it's for the state.
Exactly.
Have you been to the Ramsar site?
So why can't we?
No, hold on. Have you been to any of the Ramsar? So I said, of course. When you say protect, how are you protecting?
We are just doing the demolitions. It is there that this place is no good. You don't go there just by saying it. But how many people don't know that?
So you want
someone?
And I'm saying that when you go to Ramsar site, it is boldly written on billboards erected around those areas that Ramsar site, blah 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 blah. It is written on all of. It is all written on the billboard and placed over there. But the land is so big. If you are coming from, say, this angle, this is where you meet. When somebody is coming from the southern part, of course, maybe the southern part might not have the billboard there. So people break through that side. How will you know? So the best thing, the first and foremost thing you look out for when buying land is what you see on the ground, the cracks, the weeds that are on there. If you don't check those ones, then that one there is your own wahala. You don't expect government to use money to go and fence. a Ramsar site that is so huge, that is so big? For what?
American first aid border.
Are you comparing America to?
I'm not comparing, but I'm telling you that
the same money that we use to build our hospitals,
the money we are also using for reclamation and all those things. Hey, Randy.
So government should go and build fence walls.
It's not
at Ramsar site.
We should do something beyond what we are doing now to protect those lands.
Okay.
Physically.
Anyway. Viewers, what do you think about this conversation? 055-269-7939 is the phone number. Let's hear from you as well. Share your thought with us. We've seen the work of the task force so far, trying to clear the waterways and ensure that we have a flood-free country in the coming days as well. We've seen how the military men coordinated, and also we love the collaboration from the other stakeholders, and also most importantly the residents in these affected areas. We want it to continue that way, right? So that, I mean, we do this in a peaceful manner. We don't want to see, hey, and at this and at that. So please, let's hear from you as well. What do you think about the work done so far by the task force? And just as we are having a conversation in the studio, what do you also make of our conversation? 055-269-7939 is the number. Let's hear from you. You can also, send us a text. It's the same number. WhatsApp is fine. SMS is also fine. You can also log on to any of our social media platforms and drop your messages under any of the broadcasts. First caller on. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Boss, may we know your name and where you are calling us from?
I'm calling from Dubuasi in the western region.
Okay, let's hear you.
The man in the studio, Godfred Amuaf or something like that. Is he a newcomer in Accra? I want to find out whether he's a newcomer in Accra because his argument is not adding up.
Oh no, please. That's his view. Please, respectfully, that's his view. So let's handle it well. He has been in Accra for so long, please.
Because all the discussion that you guys are having there is being understood very well, but the way it's from the angle which is coming from me, I can't understand him. That's my view.
Okay, all right. You are also entitled to. All right, thank you. But he didn't speak to the main issue. Okay, very well. Let's hear from you. I mean, Godfred is entitled to his opinion, just like I am, just like Na, and you also watching, you are entitled to your opinion. So please, when you call, let's talk about the main issue as well. Leave Godfred for us, we beg you. 055-269-7939 is the number. Let's hear from you. Let's talk about the task force, the job that they are doing, the mandate that has been given to them. What do you think? I mean, beyond just the demolition, what must be done and done right to ensure that these people don't get back to the same areas that have been demolished now? Good morning.
Huh?
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is David, calling from Labadi.
Okay, David, let's hear you.
Okay, I think the best thing the government needs to do. The best thing the government needs to do is to tackle the people that are selling the Ramsar site.
Yeah.
He has to get hold of those that are selling the Ramsar site first.
Yeah.
Because if the government is doing demolition back and forth, a time will come, the people selling it will go ahead and be selling it. They will fill a portion of it and sell it to people that are not familiar with the Ramsar site. So those are the best things the government needs to do. That's the first point of the government needs to tackle. If it happens to be the chiefs, you should arrest the chiefs.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. Thank you.
That's the best thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your call. And I think it's the same call that we have all made. I mean, beyond just the demolition, who is being arrested for selling that land? Who is being arrested or being punished for issuing a permit to whoever to build in that site? You know, we need to get people arrested. We need to get people punished severely. Just like how we are punishing people for Galamsey. Innocent souls are dying. Oh. This flat thing, and government is committing another chunk of money to this by no fault of our own attitude. So go and arrest. Why do I keep using that catch? Go and arrest the Onukpa that has decided to sell the land. Go and arrest the elder that has decided that, for me, this land, I know so well that is a no-go area, but I'll still sell it. Arrest those people. Let them face the full rigors of the law. let them know. I mean, else these things. In fact, right? Well, let's hear from you. 055-269-7939 is the number. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Boss, your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Baba Kasim, calling from Mankuma.
Okay, Baba Kasim, let's hear you.
Yeah. What Mr. Godfrey is saying, we must understand him. Because we all have eyes, but we see things differently. And a land, before you know the topography of the land, unless it's rainy season. So if you are not around there at rainy season, you can't know that here is waterlogged or there is like this. So there's town planning people. They have to guide the places that are wet and not to sell it to people. Before you, they will sell that to you. Maybe someone's building is in front of you. They will tell you, oh, this is why someone have built. You also have confidence to buy. But at the rainy season, you see that you are locked. So that's my problem.
Thank you very much, Kasim. And you see, Kasim, let me take it from that point you made that when you get to the land, you even mentioned it that you see some building, somebody's property there. I mean, you can even see visibly the walls of that property. It is so visible. Now, when I went to get my place, those were the things I look out for. The area, as I told you, it's actually a wet area. So you see from the bottom of the building to like say the middle part. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm fine. That's saying.
Nyamina domo na uswe.
Eradia domo hoya because I'm very comfortable.
Me bacha obet me a peja u voice kakra.
Yeah, because I'm very comfortable.
Your friend saying.
From Mr. Boateng.
Okay, Boateng to aso yet you.
That's it. I'm a pay many a discussion now. Na ya na ya me nwa sasa bi aga na ya nyina duri obi che na gbe no bi ba na obi agye nche no mum na sasa be ono so ebe takeno me wo problem with ye sabe leaders no ene mechanic say it is sabe onipa a okoto asase no wa bele o be kakra de ya to on she dan nim the nitty gritty about ade na okoto nti wo as chief awo ho no any the assembly, any the authorities, and Mona Munim say as we a buy say AC. And Tinipan buy no. Sabon de unim. Maybe could have said one school, Udima can kind post to be say near the issue of unim nonsense about as I say a issue and I say an issue. And he no as on him for name as leaders unless he did not pay my when you threw young coupon home, sir. I am a day mammy, and yet that's a semper baffle. Now you die. Sabi any brand ni sikapɛ bɔne no a sabi ɔno nko ara pɛ sɛ wodidi n'ani nua ho kyerɛ no a na n'ani agye no egyae sɛ suban ne nyinaa na yɛde ɔdɔɔdɔ ma yɛ ho na yɛsi ebedi nokorɛ ma yɛn ankasa yɛ ho ɛne yɛ Nyankopɔn wa saa nneɛma yɛkɔ so Ghana ne nyinaa de gyae nti momma yɛnni nokorɛ ma yɛ ho na mesrɛ aban no nso sɛ ɔmfa mmara mu ɔdene ɛmmra sɛ woyɛ wɔ hene na wotɔn asase ma obi na nipa ne ba na ɔtumi provu sɛ ɛyɛ sɛbe wowɔ hene so masi na wokɔtɔn Media, a hoya is Shumano. Yamam nya Juma. Then you do be a 20 years, you be a Yama bear 50. Then I this Yama in a Saturday at Chinabino. Ubi Ria, over you know, Shane answer. But from my juncture.
What did he say?
So he's saying that you should be truthful to ourselves. I mean, wetland shouldn't be sold. We know that this is a wetland. You chief, you know that it's a wetland. Do not sell it to anybody because the person is desperate to get to land or something.
Yeah. I mean, so that's it. It's the same call we are making. But you see, we are different. Okay, there is a caller. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Okay, sorry, 055-269-7939 is the number. Let's hear from you as well on the conversations we are having so far as the anti-task force and anti-flood task force is concerned. But Godfred, I'm saying that we have too many greedy people in the country. So the Unupa feels that. Okay, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Martha.
Please, your name and where you calling us from?
I'm Pastor Femi Evans,
Evans, who free? Nzima. Ankobra, okay, NTO.
Mr. Many Jim program of Facebook and TikTok and Vega. I never be a Hamajin at a Ghanaian. I am a starting Binama no form of function. I mean, the on my farm. Why can't our politicians think as like the South African? I mean, just Ghana to South Africa because our flooding. I start now. I throw my internet as flooding high. Imagine say our drainage system bad. And I Ghana no clean a dolphin. Much will be actually the Biana consider. See your position at least one state to be big as well. Now, so you understand how I had to throw or man how you build our building. Yes, the infrastructure. Yes, Sana, what the neighbor boy, and yet say yes, Sanya, yeah, and that and the better near with
Yes, yeah, that's it. Why? That's it. I think I got the latter part. Yeah, I understood what he said at the latter part as well. But again, we're talking about greed. And I think that is what is eating into us. And that is why we need to be more citizens than just being spectators. Because Unpa, you know that this land, you don't have to sell it. Unpa, Ukoton said
so we know that people will not stop selling. In as much people will not stop buying. So what do we do?
When you say we, who? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Boss, please, your name and where you calling us from?
I'm Patrick, calling from South.
Okay, Patrick, let's hear you.
We did. Me probably. Yeah, so money. I should be. But then go for be. So we have go for be and maybe actually almost some of the. On my no, yes, I you quite. You to dine. But no, Henny. Or he be a trespass number. At the same time, no, council for no more alias. Minimum a Juma Moya, did be much office an answer day. If you are much wanna be able to sit down to shoot many. This is done to so kind of yeah. And son about us also at the book. Tre, I did see a sugar for you, mom, day. If Nanya Shikulan do this is for the former Chomoka, Banya Shikulan is Kavita Yagumana, able to Fugu, Bobo Manica. We got a phone, Castle when I have your phone, Yomoka, no, but never no more. Don't you pay no more Yagumana, how you today, how you today, how you say, I said, no, Minsa, and I need to pick up the Temsio. It just money down on and then wash us in our Makus. Let's stop poor most and your money. Yama, the benefit, and I say Yama, a council for I need mana. Did you see? We are Mui, at the end of the day, this is just accident. Miss Media Kakran.
We appreciate your call as well. Thank you so much for adding to it. 055-269-7939 is the number. Let's hear from you as well. What do you think must be done beyond the demolition? What next? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, may we know your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Richard. I'm calling from.
Okay, Richard, let's hear you.
With all this happening, the question we should be asking ourselves is: do we have town and country planning? People have a job.
There are people there.
They have their job to make sure people don't build in waterways. But if you look at what is even happening in Ho right now, people are still filling water places and they are putting up buildings. Currently, right now, as this is happening, people are still doing it in Ho right now.
Richard, give me examples. Give me the areas.
When you go to Powerhouse,
okay,
at the down there,
okay,
people are still filling places that is meant for water. People are filling it. Some are putting up washing day and other things over there. Right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we have the assembly there.
Yeah.
They are supposed to make sure people don't do all these things. And our system, our way of building, somebody use a tipper to make a way to a bush somewhere. It becomes a road. People start building. Nothing. So I'm asking, do we have town and country planning? Are they working? What are they doing? So this whole thing, they should arrest the buyer. They should arrest the seller. They all know that it's wrong, but they are doing it. I don't know when this I don't care system started, because under Rollins we didn't see all these things. People build without gutters, nothing.
Richard,
so I don't know. This whole thing, they should go back. The whole fault is from assembly. So we should channel all the anger to the assembly.
Very well. Richard, thank you.
Some people just refuse their work. That's all.
Very well. Richard, thank you. We appreciate it. I know that powerhouse area you're talking about. Those days, I mean, I have not been there, but we have friends who ran away from Zion Down or Dome housing. Go all the way to Powerhouse to go and swim. There used to be some water body be there.
Hello?
All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Monday. I'm calling from Tamale.
Let's hear you.
Yeah. Please, what I would like to say is, this time money is sweet. And everybody wants to make money. So I don't put this blame on anybody. I put it on politicians and then our chiefs. Because the chiefs, they shouldn't forget that their forefathers used their blood to fight for the land that they are enjoying today. So being a chief, somebody cannot build in a waterlogged or waterway area and then you allow that person, knowing very well that it's going to cause a danger or flooding in the years to come. And then also our politicians, sometimes you see a politician, building somewhere, if they are going to say something, they say that my party is in power. It's not only in Accra that they are experiencing that. Even some parts of Tamale, when it rains, you see that water go into people's houses. So please, if the chiefs and then the politicians can come together, I'm telling you, this flooding will be a thing of the past for Ghana. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling in regards to the people of Tamale as well. And I think yes, but let's also, put it on record that it is not just the chiefs. There are some lands that are individually owned. So my father has land, he decides to sell it. That's his business. And so if my father decides to sell a land that ought not to be sold for such purposes, go and arrest him. Pick the people, like somebody said, the seller and the buyer. Pick them when you get the buyer, because of course the demolition will be done.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please, your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Dennis from Dansuma.
Dennis, let's hear you.
Okay. So initially, all this happening, I think the woman who called earlier was talking about politicians and chiefs. But I think if they are demolishing the buildings and then where the water will go and converge, let's say the Koli is too choked, I think there will still be flooding. So I don't know why our politicians are behaving this way, because they go to Amsterdam and go and they see the same water bodies being used for businesses, boats, and then transporting people. So if you are demolishing and then where the water will go and converge is still choked, you are just doing a cost-90 job. You understand?
Yeah.
So we have to prioritize draining the gutters, the main gutters where the water will go and converge. So when the demolition is done, there was space for water to go. Because if right now these debris that are left there, most of them will be left there. They won't take them away. And water doesn't have, I'll create my own. If it creates its own way, it will still cause flood. So we are just pleading that they should watch the Kole and then the main drainage systems where the water will come, so everything will be fine. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother from Dansuman as well. Let's pick two more calls and then we can wrap it up on this segment. 055-269-7939 is the number to call. Share your thought with us. Good morning.
7939.
Oh, hello. Please, please. This thing we talk, sir. I beg you, lower the volume on your TV set. We dey me poucho, me di nyankupon poucho. Why? Yeah, lower. Now I know we so they talk. Yeah, lower volume nu kakra or TV. Why? Ana ko chi kakra en akasa free phone. Why? Good morning.
Okay.
Boss, your TV is still on. The volume is still on.
I'll come outside.
Okay, very well. Please, your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling. My name is Richard, calling from Dansuma.
Okay, Rich from Dansuma. Charlie, be like today, Dansuma people take the day. Oh.
Come again.
Go ahead. We are with you. Go ahead.
Oh, I think some the point other people are making. I think some.
F.O. Richard. Okay, F.O. Richard. Sorry. So viewers, you realize that F.O. Richard had to delay because he had to listen to himself again via the TV. It takes some time. You know there are a lot of people on the line trying to get onto the show. So please, that's why we always say when you call, just lower the volume, or walk away a little bit from the TV so we can speak directly through the phone. You can still watch, but just lower the volume. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please, your name and where are you calling us from?
Malaku Marioncho Elibo.
Oh, you're not Beleke. Ajocho Elubu. Okay. Yeah. Let's nyasa open go.
Akpa Alibo, who was the father, like president, like Curtis, what the father, the Libo, Wako. President, I'm already. She's the Ojaniba, Amo, Amo, Fifty a put of fair already be a best here. Amo to her. If I never do a argument to call for the phone, and your pamphlet. You see?
Yeah.
The land is for that day. Both them are shit together. If you are over after something, look at the chief, look at the banner, and both
everywhere anyigba ya obono to asireji afia. Oh, yo jinam.
Kasi ko so magba baga the baga anyigba na abo anyigba technology.
Wow.
If I put up already be about to afia. All we love the next very cheap.
Wow.
And it's very bad.
Wow. Okay, Ajo, that's okay. Thank you, Akpe. Ajo's case, you understood. She spoke tongue. So, but to summarize, she's saying that there is this land in Elubu where it's been demarcated solely for market. Right? Be like some people go. They say, I don't know if she mentioned chiefs, but she said some people are already selling the lands out to people. Now, the person whoever wanted to develop the place into a market is in to develop the place, and people have already developed the place into land and half. Maybe we can pick the last call and then we call it a day on this particular segment. Let's have the last caller and then we wrap it up. Hello, good morning. Oh, there is no caller. Okay, all right. There is no caller yet. Okay, there is a last caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm Ibrahim Yusuf, calling from Tamale.
Okay, Yusuf from Tamale. Let's hear you. Yeah, Yusuf, we are with you.
How are you?
And how are you to Yusuf?
Hello.
Yusuf, that's Siba. Okay, I think we lost Yusuf. Yusuf called from Tamale. We would end the calling segment here. Please, tomorrow when we activate the phone line, when you call, with the cuckoo, lower volume, reduce the volume on the TV set. Right? Yusuf force me, I'll go speak.
I said that if I just took me back to when I went to Tamale in June. Like everyone gets to everyone wants you to speak like say that's the I was like, but it was so nice. I like how they embrace their culture.
Tamale is a nice place.
Bro, I did want to come back.
Tamale.
I did want to come back.
Yesterday marked exactly 2 years we were in Tamale.
Me, I'm going back next month too.
I wish I can go back one day.
Hey, Tamale.
Tamale is a
no,
nice
like there's one I confirmed joint at Blue. If you know that I confirmed seller.
Is it after the overhead?
Make do I even know?
And that's why I also use the overhead.
I saw the overhead.
Yeah. So overhead, I mean, you just go straight.
What I know is from the airport to where I was and then the various landmarks. I think maybe the only place I can properly identify in Tamale is Vitin. Yeah, aside that place.
Okay, the Jubilee Park.
Yeah, that area.
That's a common place. The stadium.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
anyway.
Across.
Okay.
Because I want to do runs.
Okay. Karim should take us to Tamale next time.
Yeah, please, Karim, if you're coming back, bring us a confirm, okay?
Oh, Apu. He will not bring beer.
I know, right?
He will not bring. Every day
he will go with 10 fingers and come
back like that. Bring a confirm for all of us. A confirm is not, but it's expensive in Tamale.
It's not.
Oh, a confirm.
It's not.
What is around 100 and something cities?
100 cities.
Okay. Well, it's not.
When I went to Tamale, I think the day I was coming, I had a confirm and then malt for breakfast. Like, Jesus!
You enjoy your body.
Bro. Bro, because even the
you see that black van out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sit in it and enjoy our confirm. From Tamale to Accra. Anyway, folks, let's wrap up quickly.
I think we should celebrate some birthdays.
Yes. No, maybe final words on the discussion. Sure. Godfrey. 30 seconds and then we move to now.
30 seconds. Okay, so my point is that sellers will not stop selling. Buyers will not start buying. Buyers will fall victim because they might not know the area. You will just rely on you looking at the topography of it. Okay, here is a flood prone area. Some will convince you that you can develop it and all that. Government will spend money, go back to demolish. Okay, you say individual owns the land. Government has the authority to take that land if government knows that this land can be used as a reserved land to preserve water. And when it rains, if people develop there, when it rains, it will affect the country. Government can take that land. Go beyond just
the demolition.
Exactly. And fiscally protect that place.
Okay.
If it will cost the nation even $500 million to do it, protect those land. Physically protect that place because it is being done elsewhere.
Okay.
Many countries, they protect and preserve land that people will not even get access to. No chief can even say, this is my land, I want to sell it, because government has secured that land, protected it physically. You can't even get or have an entry for you to see whether it is wet or even dry for you to sell it or buy it. That is my point. Let's go beyond what we are doing this time around. Secure those land, protect them from people even getting access to it, either buying it or selling it.
All right. Thank you, Godfrey. Yes, I think it's something it can be done. I mean, yeah, it can be done. Once they identify the areas, I mean, now.
If you are going to buy land, don't go alone.
Be clever.
If you get the land, do your due diligence to it. Lands Commission, wherever you think you can verify the authenticity of it, kindly do. And one last free tip, do not buy lands in dry seasons. Thank you.
You know I sell lands.
You do?
Yeah.
In whole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adonai.
Okay.
Adonai Estate. So as for land there, we know the matter.
Yeah. I would want to get.
Yes, please. We are even running a promo, so come.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got one for somebody in the office recently, so come.
Okay.
I think we should even have a package for workers of WoezorTV.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll be
so
glad.
We'll give you some proper discounts.
Right after the show, we'll talk. Thank you for letting me know.
All right, sure.
See boss Jerry after this.
Who?
You.
Why?
As what?
Hey, are you aware your hair is going back again?
I just shared a picture by 7 years ago, my picture, and you'll be surprised.
Thursday we'll do a throwback. Thursday we'll do a throwback of all the on-air personalities except me.
Don't add me to it.
Oh, we'll do a throwback.
You already know your throwback.
Me.
Why you get my throwback?
You.
Why
do you know your pictures that I have on my phone?
Me, my pictures.
When you were in college.
Oh,
you
that
and I even
was
have
recent.
pictures. You and I even have pictures together.
That was recent, like.
And then we'll do that before and now.
Oh, the difference is very.
When you were looking like.
I wasn't looking like anything.
Hey,
I've
madam,
not changed.
Hey, where is my phone? Don't dare me.
Changed.
Don't dare me do throwback now. Sure, you are putting on weight. Look at your flesh. Look at your cheeks.
My cheeks.
Hey, look at your Kwame Nkrumah weight.
Yeah, see, the only thing is still there. I haven't changed.
You have added weight.
Wait.
Sure, now.
Wait.
WoezorTV is good.
I'm still size 5.5.
Oh boy.
If I see,
You're not size
Randy,
7.
size what?
7.
The last time I bought a dress, I saw a dress one lady placed, and I was like, oh, does she has it in size 6? She said yes. They brought the dress, Randy. I saw the tag on it, size 6. I wore the dress, and my body was following the dress. Like, somebody help me. No, somebody wants to sew for you, and you tell the person, I'm a size 6. Size 6 is a standard size. Just do something for me, I'm a size 6. They bring it, and you have to trade bust. You have to trade sleeve. You have to trate waist. Allah! Swear.
Who is that?
What happened to your hair?
More nourished. The guy became more nourished. You know the chop well.
What happened to you?
But is that girlfriend?
Yeah, that's
girlfriend.
me. That's 7 years ago.
No.
Oh, you had hair.
Yeah.
You had afro. You had
So what
afro.
happened?
My body crowd out.
Charlie, it is the wages of the bravo.
Yeah.
I pep cut my hair self. It is a
Hey, and please,
Don't
okay.
worry.
Let's celebrate birthdays before the next
When we have money, we'll go and do transplant for him. And we'll bring the hair back.
And this how we'll take you to Turkey.
Yeah.
On Nigeria, look.
But I think Ghana is doing it.
I can grow it if I want to. Yeah, I just don't want the hair anymore.
Oh no, Godfrey.
That's why I told you, do Sakura.
Yeah.
You
And then
try
keep the
Sakura.
beard.
Let's see how it will look like. If it is nice, that becomes your brand. Myself, I'm going to next year. That's my brand.
Hey.
Sakura straight, because me, I know it's a
The
family
hairline is
thing.
receding.
Yes, it's
So
a family
you
thing.
have to take pragmatic
My
step
own-
before it goes back.
Imagine.
You see how small your head is.
Oh no, but I've tried Sakura before.
Yeah, Sakura. Oh, but
the fact is that if the line goes back to say yeah, what will I do?
But you won't get there.
I'm telling you that it's a family thing.
You
All
won't
my
get there.
my father, my
So
uncle.
like Randy, it will start from here. Like it won't recede though. It will start from the middle. It will start shedding. It's scary. Shout out to my uncles.
Imagine. After 5 years, 10 years, and we are having a conversation, and Randy is bald.
Hey.
Like girlfriend.
That one is normal. 10 years it's normal. Mine is manual.
You take Sakura.
Yeah, you see how.
So who are we celebrating this morning?
Okay, 28th July 2026. If you celebrate your birthday today, happy birthday to you. But we have some belated birthday wishes we have to do. So let's quickly do them, and then we to move forward. So what are we starting with? Okay, Ekia Bani, belated happy birthday to you. This is coming from Barry to you. He wishes you a happy birthday. Enjoy your year and have a great one day. Belated happy birthday to you once again, Ekia Bani. Away from her, let's celebrate Jay Foley. Belated happy birthday to you, to Jay. Wow, those sheet is a very nice one.
Yeah.
So yeah, enjoy your year, have a beautiful year, have an amazing year, and cheers to many more bigger opportunities for you. Belated happy birthday to you. Now let's get into our list of celebrants this morning and see who we are celebrating. To begin with, let's celebrate Dorcas Ahimfua Van Dyke, and this is coming from Wafa knee to you. He says ne Wafa say, you see, if it's an uncle will say my niece, but as a Wafa, as niece, you know the difference between Wafa and uncle, right?
He's a land seller.
Me, I don't even
The ones who sell the land, the family lands.
Yo,
you see me?
Wafa. So Dorcas, Wafa say happy birthday, why? So yeah, enjoy your year and have a great one. As this is coming from Wafa, they don't expect much. Enjoy your year.
Oh, Wafa be showman.
Share. It's your uncle.
Oh no, but Wafa,
See.
this our Wafa is a showman.
Wafa 1 cedi.
Oh, Wafa is a showman.
Wafa 1 cedi.
Wafa is a showman.
Oh, I was here in this house when an uncle was giving dollars. Wafa came and shared 1 cedi. Like, who does that need? Anyways, Dorcas, happy birthday to you. Enjoy your year. And away from Dorcas, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. Mrs. Mami Esi Yakwa, wife of Reverend Andrew Yakwa. Yeah, happy birthday to you, woman of God. And from your husband, your kids, and the entire CEM, our Sokwa branch, they all wish you a blessed year, great year. Have a blessed one. And yeah, happy birthday to you. Away from her, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. A special happy birthday to Mrs. Mavis Addy, wife of Honorable Teddy Safari Addy, former Member of Parliament for Ayenswano constituency and Deputy Director at NADMO. happy birthday to you, ma'am. And from your husband and the entire family, they all wish you a great year, a blessed year. Enjoy your year and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful year. Cheers to a bigger and better new year. Mrs. Mavis Adi, happy birthday to you. Away from her, let's see who we are celebrating again this morning. It's a notable birthday to Ghana's High Commissioner Designate to Nigeria, Baba Sadiq Abdullahi Abu. Happy birthday to you, sir. Enjoy your year, and may Allah cause all your wishes to come true and make this year a greater one for you. Happy birthday to you. Do we still have some more notable? I think we have some more notable birthdays. John David Washington, it's his birthday too. So if you're celebrating your birthday today, just know you share your birthday with John David Washington too. Happy birthday to you. Away from him, it's the birthday of Michael Carrick to Manchester United head coach. And so if you celebrate your birthday today, just know that this is one of the notable people you share your day with. And last but not least, it's the birthday of Harry Kane, English footballer Harry Kane. I mean, during the World Cup. You said what? King Kane. Yeah. Okay. From the Three Lions of England. Yeah. So happy birthday to you too. So if you celebrate your birthday today, 28th July, just know you share your birthday with all these notable people. We share with you on your special day. Keep your wishes coming into our WhatsApp number 059-269-7939. 055-269-7939. 055-269-7939. Let's have your wishes 3 p.m. the day before your birthday so we can share with you and your loved ones on your special day. We take a quick break. We'll be right back.
And there they are. The squad is ready, lined up, ice cold, focused and prepared for national duty. Every bottle in position, every label shining with confidence. And here comes the selection. One bottle steps forward, picked from the squad, ready to deliver for Ghana. He takes the first sip. Oh yes, refreshingly hydrating. The whistle goes. The Black Stars are on the move. He breaks through the defense like flowing water. Beautiful control. He lines it up. He strikes. Goal! Ghana is awake. From the fridge to the field, Awake keeps you refreshed. Awake purified drinking water. One for life. Proudly supporting the National Cardiothoracic Center. This advert is FDA approved.
From the heart of our forests, where the beautiful gigantic baobab trees reside, to the city where culture meets tradition, the pulse of Accra, where the energy of the people fuels the nation's spirit, to the cascading beauty of the waterfalls, where the earth breathes life. Perla natural mineral water. Purity comes from nature.
Hey baby, I missed you so much. What are you doing right now?
Emeka, I'm in the car now with my family. We are going for lunch. I'll see you in the office on Monday. Yes.
Sometimes you don't have a way out.
This Emeka is a very funny guy.
With SportyBet, you do. Because with our maximum cash out availability, there's always a way out. Sportybet, winning is now that easy.
Star Oil has been in Ghana since 1998. The reason we are able to provide fuels at affordable prices is because we use our own trucks as much as possible, and so we are able to use our haulage income to subsidize the fuel at the pump. We also run these stations with our own staff. Other competitors use investment partners and retailers who they pay significant margins to run their forecourts for them. We also have deployed IT infrastructure across the country to allow us to be able to manage these stations efficiently. All our vehicles have trackers and we monitor them real time. So more and more our loyal customers have come to know Star Oil not just for low prices but also for quality products.
Star Oil, quality and affordable fuels for all.
Madina. Sentuntum say wunna ma dejume ma wonsa.
Efrema bema gani oba
Ma wonsa. Sentuntum ma wasu muda ma wonsa.
That shall not slap. Having black mosquito wear. Common tontom.
Having insecticide spray. Eye sham. Nesansu kumwa wotu any omo ria nyina.
Having dear.
FDA aji edrede krato yatum.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Time now for the WoezorTV report. Let's take a look at the headlines. Thanks so much for joining us. Now let's settle in for the details of the story. President John Dramani Mahama has received the Archbishop of Canterbury, Most Reverend Sarah Mulali, at the presidency in Accra during a first official visit to Africa. The historic visit forms part of a 10-day tour of the Church of the Providence of West Africa. President Mahama congratulated Archbishop Mulali on becoming the first woman to lead the Anglican Communion in the office's nearly 1,400-year history, describing her appointment as a milestone for women in leadership. The president also reaffirmed Ghana's commitment to working with faith-based organizations to promote education, healthcare, good governance, and social development.
As you are the first woman to occupy the office of the Archbishop of Canterbury in its approximately 1,400-year history. This is an important milestone for the Church and a powerful affirmation of the contribution women continue to make to spiritual, professional, and public leadership. Ghana has enjoyed a long historic relationship with the Anglican Church. In school, we all, as children, learned in our history studies the activities of the early Anglican missionaries in Cape Coast. The school they established there in Cape Coast and the selection of Philip Kweku to be sent to England in the mid-1700s to study and come back and bring education to Ghana. We deeply value the Church's enduring commitment to promoting peace, justice, compassion, and human dignity. We also recognize and commend the contributions of the Church in education, healthcare, social services, and community development. And our government remains committed to restoring economic stability while ensuring that development and prosperity reach every single Ghanaian. We're investing in healthcare, education, youth employment, and social protection.
Now, Archbishop Milali said a key highlight of her visits is the groundbreaking ceremony for a heritage cultural village and pilgrim hostel project aimed at preserving the history of the transatlantic slave trade and promoting healing for the Africa diaspora.
We had the opportunity yesterday to visit 5 churches and 1 cathedral, and I commented on all of them that whilst geographical distance may separate us, that we are united as one body. The Anglican Church is in 42 provinces, is in 164 countries across the world. And whilst we may have differences in our culture, our language, we have one commonality, that we are all made in the image of God. The first time I met Archbishop Cyril was, in fact, in Barbados on the Cogrington College, which was an original site that was a plantation. It was donated to USPG, and I was there for the launch of their reparations project, and it was a privilege to be in Ghana, here in Accra, to be able to break the ground as one of the projects.
Away from that, the International Monetary Fund Executive Board has approved the final review of Ghana's 3 billion Ghana cedis extended credit facility program, unlocking the final disbursement of about $371 million. The Ministry of Finance said in a statement issued on Monday, July 27, that the approval marks the successful completion of a 3-year program which began in May 2023 after Ghana's economic crisis. Total disbursements under the program have now reached $3 billion. Government says that the program helps strengthen economic stability through fiscal discipline, lower inflation, improved external reserves, and key reforms. Ghana will now transition to a 36-month, non-financing policy coordination instrument with the IMF to support ongoing reforms. And now, Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa says about 272 Ghanaians believed to have been recruited into the Russia-Ukraine war since 2022 through deceptive employment schemes. Speaking on Monday, July 27, after the evacuation of 150 Ghanaians from South Africa, he disclosed that an estimated 55 Ghanaians have died, while 2 are held as prisoners of war. He said the government is engaging the relevant authorities to secure their release, with negotiation progressing positively. The minister also announced that 623 Ghanaians affected by the June 29 flood have qualified for government's free passport replacement program. The initiative, launched by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, seeks to reduce the financial burden on flood victims whose passports were either damaged, lost, or misplaced during the disaster. He explained the following verification by the Passport Office. 623 applicants were confirmed to have possessed valid passport at the time of the flood and were therefore eligible for the intervention. Now, away from that, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has vowed firm action against perpetrators of xenophobic attacks, describing the violence against foreign nationals as sad and abhorrent. Addressing the Pan-African Parliament, he said concerns over illegal migration cannot justify intimidation or violence and reaffirmed his government's commitment to protecting migrants. His remarks come as Ghana evacuates about 1,000 citizens from South Africa in phases following the latest attacks.
Africa, as has been the experience of other countries, we have witnessed outbreaks of anti-migrant sentiment and incidents of intimidation and violence directed at foreign nationals, and incidents that have been quite sad and abhorrent, where people have been injured and some people have died and lost their lives, which we as South Africa deeply, deeply regret and mourn. This is fueled in part by misinformation and prejudice, but it draws on a genuine concern among some South Africans about the social and economic burden that is brought upon them by illegal migration. South African government, I want to make it clear, we have taken a firm stance against any form of intimidation, vigilantism, or violence directed at people from other countries or other nations. We've taken a firm stand against hatred for people from other countries, xenophobia or Afrophobia. We have taken steps to strengthen and enforce our laws, to diffuse tension and to ensure that all persons within our borders respect the rights of all, and that the rights of people from outside South Africa are respected and upheld. Migration itself is an essential part of the African story. Throughout history, across every continent, people have moved in search of opportunity or safety, and they will continue to do so. We must not conflate lawful migrants, refugees, and asylum seekers with people who enter or remain in countries in violation of immigration laws. Nor should migrants or people from outside.
The Ministry of the Interior has inaugurated a new audit committee to strengthen accountability, safeguard public funds, and enhance corporate governance within the ministry. Speaking at the ceremony in Accra, Interior Minister Muntaka Mohammed Mubarak praised the outgoing committee for its contribution to the ministry's financial discipline, and he charged the new committee to ensure the implementation of audit recommendations, promote transparent financial management, strengthen risk management, and ensure compliance with the Public Financial Management Act 2016, Act 921. And also, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly has announced that the August edition of the National Sanitation Day cleanup exercise will take place on Saturday, August 1 from 6 a.m. to 12 noon. The exercise will cover markets, lorry parks, communities, and business districts across the metropolis, focusing on the silting drains, clearing choked gutters, and evacuating refuse to improve sanitation and prevent flooding. The Assembly has directed all shops and trading activities to remain closed during the exercise and warned that persons who fail to participate or violate the directive risk arrest, prosecution, and other sanctions under the relevant bylaws. Time now for some international news. The mayor of Bordeaux, Pierre Hilmic, has said he is bracing for all eventualities as one of multiple wildfires burning in France is now 115 kilometers from the southwestern city. President Emmanuel Macron visited the fire-raged area in the Grenade region and said that the country was facing a completely unprecedented wildfire, the toughest since World War II. Some 220,000 people have been evacuated in France and more than 100,000 people in Spain, where fires are burning uncontrolled west of Madrid. Another intense heat wave on Tuesday could further hamper firefighting efforts. Macron said the smaller fire in the Landes region have been contained, but the fight continued in neighboring Grenade, while firefighters had made progress on Monday, improving the situation compared to 24 hours before. He warned that temperatures are set to rise again and the wind is still present, and therefore we must remain humble. Now this brings us to the end of the WoezorTV report. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Karen. Now Yokoti.
Or we can be the generation that ends it for good.
Malaria must die, so millions can live.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, one every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke. Because you know what you feel on the inside isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy, find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share. Seriously, people care about you.
It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone. Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong. Talk to someone.
Talk to someone. It's how things get better.
Back for sports update on the Breakfast Cafe. My name is Godfred Amwafo. Let's go straight to the Commonwealth Game 2026 taking shape in Glasgow, because Ghana's Benjamin Azamati stormed to victory in men's 100 meters hit 5, clocking a blistering 10.00 seconds to book his place in the semi-finals. Now the performance equals his season's best and stands as the fastest time recorded in the preliminary heats, underlying his excellent form as he chases a place on the podium for Ghana. Let's look at how he did that yesterday. Benjamin Azamati in there. But then again, in the para-athletic side, we have our para-athlete Zenebu Issa, who also won Ghana's first medal at the ongoing games at Glasgow. Now she threw 8.65 meters to win silver in women's T57 shot puts in that regard. Now let's quickly look at the qualifications so far for Ghana, Team Ghana, the games today or the games that were played yesterday. This is the medal list, but then let's look at the so this is the qualification so far in terms of athletics. Benjamin Azamati has qualified to the 100 meters semi-finals. You also have Saminu Abdurrashid, who has also qualified to the semi-finals. Rose Yabua, the high jump women, she has also qualified. Then Jibril Muntari in there. So this is the qualification so far. Let's look at the medal list at the moment, how it stands and where Ghana finds itself. And so that is it. Australia has 26 gold so far. Ghana is somewhere 15th with no gold in there. So Ghana is now having a silver in that regard, 1 silver. So I mean, it is still unfolding. We pray that we come out stronger. I think Nigeria and South Africa are the only, and Kenya are the only African countries with double or more medals so far. Let's talk about the Black Starlets, because they suffered 4-2 defeat to defending champions Nigeria in their opening Group B match of the WAFU 2026 BU20 Championship at the Charles Konan Bani Stadium in Yamoussoukro in Cote d'Ivoire on Monday. Now, Nigeria made a bright start and took an early lead before Ghana responded impressively, but of course they couldn't keep that response high. Captain Kevin Nkrumah proceeded a fine assist to Mohamed Zidane, who finished confidently to restore parity and bring the Black Starlight back into the contest. The Flying Eagles regained advantage through a deflected effort before extending their lead from the penalty spot, taking 3-1 cushion into the halftime break. Maxwell Kunedu's side will now turn their full attention to Thursday's crucial Group B clash against Burkina Faso before concluding the group stage against Togo on Sunday, August 2. With 2 matches still to play, Ghana remains focused on securing positive results and keeping alive its hopes of reaching the knockout stage. But then Maxwell Kunedu spoke after the game where he lost 4-2 to Nigeria. Let's listen briefly to Maxwell Kunedu.
It was quite a difficult game.
we plan to, start with the high press to see how our opponent could, handle it. In the process, we gave away some cheap goals that I think could have been avoided. Having said that, we can't take anything away from our colleagues. They did well. I think they played better than we did. We have accepted that. The only thing right now for us to bounce back and try to win the games that are ahead of us. We knew that they were going to come very hard because physically they are built and well, organized. Yes, we were organized, but then giving away 2 cheap goals, I don't think we can make headway with that. We need to quickly fix that problem and make sure that.
So that's head coach Maxwell Konedu for the Black Starlets. We want to see how he's going to fix that and ensure that we win the remaining games that we will be competing. But then let's come to the Ghana Premier League, because Accra Asofo has also announced the signing of goalkeepers trainer Richard Kingston, and so he has joined his former side to continue the good work that the team did last season in terms of goalkeeping. It is true that the efforts that we had Benjamin Nassari even joining the Blasters, and so they've added to the technical side when it comes to the goalkeeping Richard Olele Kingston, whom we know that he kept the Blasters the goal post for us for so many years, and so I know that he's going to help find shape and also add more value to Benjamin Asari as he joins the team. Yesterday, this is how Accra Asofo also unveiled him on social media. It being a welcoming news for the Phobians fans. Next season, we are going to see Richard Olele Kingston as your goalkeeper coach or trainer in that regard. Let's talk about the ongoing WAFCON in Morocco, because yesterday Tanzania opened their campaign in a beautiful way, beating South Africa by 2-1. They scored the first goal. South Africa came into the game, but again Tanzania in the last minutes of the game came back to beat South Africa by 2-1. Here's the highlights of that beautiful game. Of course, you have the full version of the highlights in our subsequent programming. But then Côte d'Ivoire made a powerful return to the campaign, of course, also beating Burkina Faso by 4-1 yesterday evening. Now, the Lady Elephants playing at the Continental Finals for the first time in 12 years produced a dominant first half display to take control of the West African derby before seeing out the win after the break. Now, Rebecca Elo opened the scoring from the penalty spot before Ines Conan struck twice, with Resmonde Kouassi and Nasira Oudrago providing the assist. Burkina Faso briefly threatened a response early in the second half through Adama Congo, who finished after being set up by Bakissa and Sawadogo, but Côte d'Ivoire restored their 3-goal cushion through Oudrago to seal an impressive opening win. The result gives Renard Pedro's side the perfect start in Group B after Tanzania had earlier stunned defending champion South Africa with a 2-1 victory. So that's the highlight of that game on your screen. But in today's games, we are going to see Zambia taking on Egypt and Nigeria also taking on Malawi in that regard. So that is what is happening so far at the 2026 WAFCON in Morocco. Let's remind you that Ghana will play tomorrow, Wednesday, against Café. So we bring you more details on that also tomorrow. But then let's talk about the just ended 2026 FIFA World Cup. We're still looking at individual awards and brilliance. And yesterday, FIFA announced that Capo Verde's Lopez Gabriel's goal against Argentina is the Hyundai goal of the tournament, and that goal was a cracker. Let's just have a view of that goal. This is the goal, and so this is the goal of the tournament. So how he picked up the ball, beat his marker, and carried the ball to the last pole was so beautiful. And so he has been adjudged the goal of the tournament. Now let's do some transfer news before we go. Chelsea are in talks to sign Brentford's Jordan Henderson and Brighton's Danny Welbeck. England midfielder Henderson, 36, has a year left on his Brentford contracts, but the Bees are willing to let him leave on a free transfer. Ex-England striker Welbeck, 35, is keen on moving to Stamford Bridge, and there is optimism from Chelsea's side that the deal can be concluded. The Blues are looking for experience because of an acceptance that their model of signing young players need a tweak, according to influential owner Bedard in that regard. So Welbeck scored a career high 13 league goals in 37 games for Brighton last season, taking his tally to 51 goals in 201 matches since joining from Watford in 2020. Brighton have declined to comment on this issue. Welbeck signed a 12-month contract extension in March, with his current deal running until the end of the 2026-2027 season. Henderson made 34 appearances in all competitions for Brentford last season after joining from Ajax. He made one substitute appearance for England at the World Cup before breaking his arm falling over advertising hoardings while celebrating the last 16 win over Mexico. And so these two signings will be coming in for the Blues. A lot of questions have been raised. I know Chelsea fans are not so happy because combined age for these two players is around 70 years. So they are asking what at all are they going to contribute, but then Chelsea's defense is that they want experienced players to augment the young boys that will shape their season. It's a wrap for sports. Godfred Amwafo.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Only a father can understand. Only a husband can understand. Only a man can understand. prostate cancer. It's about more than fear of cancer. It's about fear of losing urinary control and sexual function. That's why more men turn to Jackson South for robotic surgery than anywhere else in South Florida. Get the facts at jacksonprostatefacts.org. Miracles made daily.
If you're watching this with your friends, you'll probably make a joke. Because you know what you feel on the inside
isn't what you want people to know.
If you have to pretend to be happy, find someone you trust and tell them.
If you get mad at things and you don't know why, or have thoughts about hurting yourself,
find someone you trust and tell them.
You are never alone when you share.
Seriously, people care about you. It's okay to not understand what you're feeling.
And it's easy to think that you're all alone.
But you don't have to be.
You're never alone when you share.
Don't be ashamed to tell someone you trust what you're feeling.
You're not alone.
You are not alone.
Find someone you trust and tell them.
Tell a parent.
Tell a teacher. Tell a brother or sister.
Or just tell a friend.
You haven't done anything wrong.
Talk to someone.
Talk to someone. It's how things get better.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Good morning, welcome back from the quick break. You're still watching the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. I am Evergreen Asanto and this is the entertainment update. Now, let's look at today's headlines. Stoneboy hits back at Shatawale over my boy claim. Samuel L. Jackson embraces Gabonese route after DNA discovery. Tyler announces first global headlining tour. Paramount releases behind-the-scenes look at children of blood and bone. And now to the details of the stories. Stoneboy has fired back at Shatawale after the dancehall star claimed he was once like a younger brother who looked up to him. Reacting on X, the Beam Nation president dismissed the claim, writing, "The last time you saw me, you hugged me like an obsessed woman. Aren't you tired of lying?" Shatawale made the remarks during an appearance on the Honest Bunch podcast, where he recalled Stoneboy visiting him during the early stages of his career before the two became rivals. The latest exchange has reignited one of Ghana's biggest music rivals, with fans divided over the claims. And that is currently what is happening on the highway of Twitter, on the high street of Twitter. But you've seen that of Shatawale's Stoneboy's tweet. But let's hear what Shatta actually said and what triggered Stoneboy to make this tweet.
Stoneboy used to be with me. He used to come to where my first room I rented. He used to call me daddy, you know, come to me and, you know, stuff like that. But when he started getting into the media and, you know, they say, you have talent. Oh, no, you're even better than Shatawale. I'm cool, but, you know, he can't watch me. He can't look at you in the face. No, he will fall down. What's happened? No, like my spirit is too big for him. You know when you meet people that their spirit is too big, you know. Stoneboy is my boy. Stoneboy used to be with me. He used to come to where
24th. Triggered the whole hula balloon currently happening online where everyone is talking about. And you know, this is like a man trying to tell us what happened prior to him becoming Stoneboy, him also becoming Chatawale, and how they had a good relationship. And then Stoneboy comes in and then he says that you hugged me like a depressed woman or an obsessed woman, and here you are lying. Why are you lying? Now we don't know whose side of the story to take, because I mean, for some of us, we love both of them. So who are we supporting in this case? But let's look at the brighter side. We sometimes, when they are fighting or when they come out and they are doing this back and forth situation, I find it very, very interesting, if I have to be honest with you, because I mean, it spices things up, and sometimes we look at the brighter side, right? But I am still looking forward to that day where we'll have a Shatta and Stoneboy concert. I can't wait, and I know and I pray that it will happen one day. So that is Shatta saying what he thought was right, or what in his narrative happened, and that is also Stoneboy's tweet saying that Shatta is lying. And why is he lying? Like, bro, why are you lying? So that is what happened, or that's what has triggered this whole back and forth. So if you've been on social media and you've heard or seen that these two are, you know, exchanging some words here and there, this is how it started, and this has been what is going on social media. But my Twitter people, you know, when you want to laugh, and sometimes I say that TikTok has the best comment section, but Twitter has the meanest one, and also the funniest comments that you can find. So sometimes you just go there, release some stress. But I keep saying, let's not focus on the negative part, let's focus on the brighter picture here. So we'll just move away from that and we'll leave it at that, and then we'll talk about Hollywood actor Samuel L. Jackson. Now he has been celebrated in Gabon after tracing part of his ancestry to the country's Benga ethnic group. During a visit to Gabon, the award-winning actor received a traditional welcome and described the experience as discovering a missing piece of his identity. Jackson later became a naturalized Gabonese citizen, strengthening his connection to his ancestral homeland. His journey has become another powerful example of African descendants reconnecting with their roots through genealogy, and that is also what has happened in recent time. In fact, it's just a few hours ago, and then he was in Gabon being celebrated. Beautiful pictures, I mean, performing traditional rites here and that. These are some of the things I always say that we love to see. And this man, I need not to describe him. See, if you don't know this man, then you are not like a movie, you don't watch it. I mean, you don't even have to watch movies to know this man. So please don't tell me you don't know who he is, because you should know him and you know who he is. So he's a Hollywood actor. He's played several roles. He has a lot of movies there. I think that at this point he might not be able to count the movies that he has acted, but yeah, it's good to know that he's a Gabonese, and yeah, he's one of us. Okay, so when you see him, I mean, out there, you should say hello to one of our very own. So let's also talk about Tyla. And last Friday, Tyla, who is a South African artist, released an album titled A Pop, and I gave you that information. I told you that she was releasing it. So finally Friday she did the release and it's out. People are enjoying it, and she says that she's not going to leave us hanging. Okay, who releases an album and doesn't give us a tour? Definitely not Tyla. So Tyla has also announced that her first ever global headlining tour in support of her new album A Pop. Now the tour begins in Paris this October before traveling across Europe, the United Kingdom and North America, with stops in cities including London, Toronto, Los Angeles and New York. Tyla will wrap up the tour in Africa with performances in Lagos, Cape Town and Johannesburg, marking a homecoming after months of on the road. Now the announcement follows the success of her 2025 tour, tour and further cement his status as one of Africa's biggest global music stars. And that is the tour announcement you're seeing on your screen. It gives you details when, where, how you can even purchase a ticket, how you can find yourself at one of or any of these concerts. So make sure that you visit Tyler's social media handles so that you can peep through, like analyze the calendar. That way you know if she is coming to a place or a venue closer or near you, then you can also go and enjoy yourself. I mean, people were talking about the fact that Ghana is not on there. I don't know why you people keep leaving us out. We also love to have some fun, so please be including us in your tour. Okay, you can't tell me that you don't have Tyler fans here in Ghana. We do. I mean, when you released Water, look at the number of Ghanaians who hopped on it. The Water challenge, I remember vividly and perfectly well on TikTok. I mean, to some extent, if I remember, maybe I even hopped on the challenge. Yeah, but it's just quite unfortunate to see that Ghana is not on there. But next time, maybe you would want to consider that with your team. But we are wishing you the very best on this tour, and then we hope that it goes well and ends very, very successful. Now, my last story this morning, and Paramount has released a behind the scenes featurette for the highly anticipated fantasy film Children of Blood and Bone. The video offers fans a first look at the world of Orisha, showing the film's elaborated costumes, makeup, visual effects, and interviews with director Gina Prince Bythewood and cast members including Regina King and Idris Elba, based on Tomi Adeyemi's best-selling novel. The film follows a young woman on a mission to restore magic to her people. Children of Blood and Bone is set to premiere in cinemas on January 15, 2027, with a new trailer expected to be released today, July 28th.
Everybody, so when you hear the music, don't stand, okay?
I'm really thankful to Gina. She's such an incredible film and an incredible cast.
It's gonna be so big and beautiful.
Here we go. A lot of energy. Don't be afraid to make noise.
I'm going to talk about a lot of things all in one, because this story has a lot of things coming together to make it beautiful. Apart from the storyline, apart from what it entails, let's talk about the fact that Endurance is there. Yes, you heard that right. Endurance Grant, who is a Ghanaian dancer, and she has been featured in this movie. And she's one of the characters I am looking forward to watching. I can see what she brings to, I mean, people will say to the table, but of course to this film. I can't wait to see her acting skills and what she has got, because I know that she played a role in The Popular Fisherman too recently, and it won multiple awards as a matter of fact. So I can't wait to see what she's going to do also in The Children of Blood and Bone. Now let's also talk about the song that was used, Thames, Only Me and You. This song has also won multiple awards, and a lot of people enjoy the song. And to think of the fact that it was on there is a big deal. That's true. Another thing, yes, you thought I was done. No, because Ira Star is also acting in this movie. Now I don't know if she's singing, she's acting, or she's dancing, but I know for a fact that there's always and definitely going to be the Ira Star skit also on there somewhere. They have to figure it out, like they have to find it and incorporate it in there. So these are some of the things that come together to make this movie something worth anticipating for. So Ira Star is acting on there. Thames' song has been featured on there. Endurance Grant is also on there. Cynthia Erivo, did you see that? Like, look at all the amazing actors and actresses that have been cast. I wonder the budgets for this movie, because it looks like money well spent, and I know that it will amount to like some huge budget also on there. But so far as it is the Woman King director, which is Gina, working on this, I know that we are in for a ride, and January 15 is going to be a day worth experience, and just because we get to watch Children of Blood and Bone. So these are the teas, these are the details on this story. Mark your calendar. See, if you don't love movies, this one you must watch, you need to watch. And if you watch The Woman King, then this is another one that you should be anticipating for. So that will be all for today's entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. I am Evergreen Asanto. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow Wednesday 2:00 p.m. Tune Talk comes your way. We talk the tune and we simply live the vibe. I'll see you, God willing, tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of the program.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
When I saw his face slipping, I knew it was a stroke. I called an ambulance immediately to save the life we've built together.
The way her arm was hanging down wasn't right. I insisted to go straight to the hospital to save our mother and the family.
The way he was talking when the ambulance arrived alerted us. I rang ahead so the hospital staff were ready to save precious time and the future.
All right, welcome back for the continuation of the Breakfast Cafe here in our studios of WoezorTV. the main conversation this morning has to do with the focus on job creation with regards to the 2026 mid-year budget that was delivered by the finance minister last week. And so we are looking at the space for job creation and also what the government has done so far when it comes to job creation at the moment. If you look at the statistics, when it comes to unemployment rate, we are about 13.0% at the moment out of the 15 million people who are working, which is the labor force of Ghana. We have about 15 million people in the labor force, and the employment rate roughly is around 13 million people. And so if you look at the labor force 15, we have 13 million people who are actively employed. But then again, the unemployment rate is around 13.0% in that regard. And so this is where we are going to look at, has the government done enough when it comes to job creation? Was the mid-year budget heavy on job creation? What and how are those in the sector when it comes to youth entrepreneurship and all that? How are they responding to the media budgets in that regard? And so joining me this morning is Sharif Gali, who is the CEO, Ghana Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs, which is GCYE. He has joined us via Zoom to also contribute to this topic this morning. Good morning, sir. Welcome to WoezorTV. You hear me? Okay, so as he prepares to join us and also contribute to this topic, if you look at jobs, the definition for jobs according to World Bank flagship report, which was delivered in 2013, it says that job is defined as activities that generate income, monetary or in kind, without violating human rights. So that is the definition for jobs when it comes to the report that was delivered by the World Bank in 2013. In fact, there are a lot of definitions to jobs, but then we are looking at World Bank because probably they have the gauge and they have been assessing around the globe when it comes to employment and unemployment. And so in their report in 2018, they define jobs as activities that generate income. So anything that you do that generates income, and then again monetary or in kind, without violating human rights. That is what they define jobs to be. And so you are looking at job creation in the 2026 mid-year budget. Let's go back to the Zoom and speak to Sharif Gali. I told you he's the CEO of Ghana Chamber of Young Entrepreneurs. Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. I hope you are doing fine.
Let me ask you, what's your initial remark about the budget review when you also paid attention to?
I think that the most important thing is to acknowledge the effort by the government, most precisely on issues of economic stability, the CD and all of that. So we need to give credit where credit is due. And for me, particularly, one thing that I'm happy about is the increase of the VAT threshold to 750,000 Ghana cedi. What it actually means to a lot of young entrepreneurs that I lead is that if your business is turning around less than that, you don't have to charge or be charged for VAT. And these are good or youth-centered policies. And also there are a few things of concern. If you look at this government, one of their major a youth-centered program was actually a Jumawara and that of the 1 million coders. And it's quite unfortunate that the minister didn't mention any release to these programs, not even 1 Ghana cedi, according to his own report, even though 2 other projects like the National Apprenticeship and YE received some actual releases. These other 2 programs that are integral never had any release according to him, and I am sure he's going to make some changes to that as we go forward. Quite quite good. We are doing well. Like he said, according to him, the economy is now out of the ICU. Now we are in the wellness world where we are now getting treatment. And I think that maybe what we have to do as a people is how do we then connect these to the reality of life. I said on one of the media houses that even though our economy is now receiving some treatment, how is it connecting to the young person in Tamale who is looking for their first employment? How is it connecting to the young person in Kumasi who is looking for opportunity to be able to propel their businesses? Some of the things are not really connecting to the reality of life, but I think that in all, it's a good economic overview. And then the fact that the finance minister didn't also ask for more money, it's not the first time, but it's quite it has become the tradition that maybe a finance minister will come and cry and ask for more money. At this time around, he didn't do that. And these are some of the things, preliminary that people like us are happy about. And then we hope to see how by the end of the year what gains we may have chalked from all of this. Yeah.
Government cannot employ everybody, and so you need the private sector to also grow. But from your corner, are you seeing a beautiful environment, a business environment that will help the private sector to grow, to absorb this number of unemployed that we have in this country?
I think that there is a bit of effort, just that it has not been successful. Over the years, private sector and government haven't been able to find a way to work together. That is my honest view, because I've been in this sector for the past 10 years, and I watch how private sector keep talking about government support and we working together. And then I would be honest with you, we haven't really find the missing link, because we all know, like you said, government cannot employ everybody, and that's a reality. To be honest with you, I don't even put it that way. I say government have no business creating jobs. That's how I put it. It is just our politicians that put on themselves a burden that they can't even themselves be able to deliver. If not, everywhere you go that there is development, government have no business creating jobs. What government do is to support private sector with incentives, tax waivers, financing, access to affordable credit, everything that the finance sector, the private sector need to be able to grow. Because when businesses scale, most definitely they need human resources, and this is where the jobs are created. And so unfortunately we haven't really been able to solve that. And then one thing that I've also observed over the past years is that when we talk about private sector contribution to job creation, the mistake we make as a nation is that we focus on single entity private sector. Yes, you are looking at one industry, let's say, I don't want to mention a company name, but we pick one company and our target is just on that company. Big entities, with all due respect, have the potential to create jobs, but they cannot create the needed jobs the Ghanaian youth need. We need to refocus or target the small, medium enterprises owned by individual Ghanaians and the young people. Because when you focus on one entity, they can create the jobs for all the millions of youth. That is the point. It's just like pouring water in the ocean. It cannot solve our problem. But when you support all the other small SMEs with funding, with all the other support they need, they have the potential of creating at least one or two jobs everywhere, and then you would see that we'll be able to create jobs. So yes, there have been effort by both government and then the private sector to be able to work together to create the jobs, but I think we haven't found a missing link. We haven't actually gotten to where we understand where to work with, and sometimes we think it's just only government and private sector. No, it includes the academia. This is a tripartite thing that we need to work together. What kind of graduates are we churning out? The ones who go to school to memorize how to do accounting without knowing how to touch a software that we used to do accounting? If we churn out graduates like that, how do you even want private sector to employ them? Private sector cannot employ. Private sector doesn't employ certificate. They employ competence and practice. And so if we churn out graduates that private sector cannot employ, you don't even force government to also even incentivize private sector to employ. Because no matter the amount of incentives government gives to private sector, our graduates are not employable. They are not job ready. They are job hunting, but they are not job ready. And these are the things we need to look out for. But I think that as we get along, if these three stakeholders, government, academia, and private sector sit together, where private sector takes the input from academia to redesign their curriculums, and then government sponsor the redevelopment of this curriculum, we are churning out practical job ready youth, then we would be able to solve this unemployment canker.
That's a good point. But then I mean, I hear a lot of people's definition about job and even description of what qualifies to be a job. Sometimes the petty ones that we see around is not even described as such. From your experience, is it a case, is it that the misconception about what constitutes or what can be described as a job is also rendering us into this huge number of unemployment rate?
Yes, especially when it comes to research, because if your definition, let me just make a clear example. If you are defining success as maybe having to eat breakfast in the morning and lunch and then supper, that is your successful day. Somebody's successful day may be to get 100,000 Ghana cedi into their account that day. So you will see the disparity. So how you measure your success will be different from how the person measures their success. So yes, the disparity in defining what a real job is a problem. But I think that we've had, on the world stage, definitions as to what contributes to a job, a well-paying job. And we have had findings from even our local researchers and that of World Bank, which has become international standard. So sometimes we don't operate in silos. We operate within the international standard. And so job defined by World Bank should be what we should go by, because that is what is agreed across the world. But you see, you cannot take away the local content. Everybody defines job. What a Ghanaian may think that a job definition is me getting a work that I can be paid no matter the amount every month. But World Bank will say that a job, when somebody gets a job that is paying them maybe above the minimum wage and all of that. So yes, the disparities in the understanding gives us a lot of trouble, and so we are not able to capture people into the database wall, and so you may see very huge figures. Why do I say so? Because if you define employment by somebody employ another person, how about a young person who is self-employed? Do you define that unemployment? If you look at our statistics, we don't call that unemployment. You understand? It is not part of our system. So we will need to redefine what we term by a job, and then we would be able to churn out the real figures. You would be surprised that when we even get it right, these current figures will show about 13.1% or so. It will even be way more or lesser. So yes, to your question, the disparity is also not giving us the real figures. But I think that if we can relent or rely on some of this international standard, it would help us have a one fixed standard understanding of what a job constitutes.
Made mention of infrastructure boosts, some establishment of gas processing plants. He's targeting about 1,000, 2,000 jobs in the nearest future. It's going to add to the existing pool of employed youth or all that. But then what will be the next conversation? How do we advance this conversation beyond what the government itself is doing? What should be on the table for discussion from now to maybe the end of 2028?
So I think what should be on the table is that how are we going to really create those jobs? You see, we have seen different government come. I remember MPP said they were going to create 1 million jobs with one of their programs. I've forgotten. NAPCO was one of them. So what we have come to know is that most of government interventions are temporal. They are not structured in systems where continuous jobs can be created for the young person. And so it comes as a slogan, and then at the end of the day, few people are engaged, and that is all. So for me, if you look at the current finance minister's assertion as to how he's going to create jobs, there are big promises and very good ones, of course. But what should be on the table to discuss is that who is going to get the jobs? Are we talking about technically inclined people in the gas pipeline, or we are talking about the young graduate who have no knowledge at all in those areas? These are the things we should be looking out for, and have honest discussions as to how government programs should be done to create jobs. And also sit with the private sector or expertise, people who understand those ecosystems, to support the government in defining the work well so that we can create jobs for the young people. If not, brilliantly announced. We all heard that last year that the big push is going to create about 200,000 jobs or so. Was it 100,000? Pardon if I don't get the figures right. The question, or what I wanted to hear, is that we have started the big push. We see roads being built and all of that. How many of our Ghanaian youth are even employed? And so these are the measurement, the things we need. And like I said once again, government, yes, have the responsibility in Ghana because of our economic system, create jobs. But the question is that how do we ensure the private sector take the huge sum or play a key role in creating the jobs? So in all of those plans, they are amazing, they are good, they can create the jobs, but will they be temporary or would they be permanent? And it's not just going to be a one-time thing going forward. So let us have a table, bring all ecosystem actors together or stakeholders together. Let's discuss, let's see how some of these programs can go well. We are not saying government don't have the knowledge. To be honest with you, our politicians are among some of the best thinkers in the world because they are able to think. And you know, when you are able to generate an idea, then you should be able to implement. But our problem here in Africa and in Ghana is that brilliantly we come up with ideas, but then when it comes to implementation, we fail. But I think that we are heading towards the right way if the finance minister and the current government continues this lane of thinking of job creation, because in every instances the president or all his employees or appointees got to talk about, they keep mentioning of creating jobs. For me, it is integral, and that is our biggest problem, because out of every 4 young people, 1 is not in employment, not in training, and not in any kind of engagement. That is a serious canker. Out of every 4 Ghanaian you see, 1 of them is not doing anything at all. And so those who don't do anything at all, it's becoming a big issue for us in future if we don't solve it. So yes, discussions around stakeholders being part of it, I'm sure would help the implementation of most of these programs.
Tagali, for your time on the Breakfast Cafe on specifically this topic. Thank you so much for your time. Maybe you come to you next day for more of this conversation. Thank you so much.
Sure. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So
viewers, here you have it, and this is where you draw the curtains for today's edition of the Breakfast Cafe. My name is Godfrey Amwafo, and big thanks to Mr. Haji, Randy Haji, and then the entertainment queen, Evergreen Asantua, for doing this, the MCR, and all the technical team. God bless you for doing this, and you, the viewer, for watching with us, calling and giving us your opinion along the line. God bless you. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time to bring you another exciting edition of the Breakfast Cafe. Bye-bye.